Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and I am a channel for the divine, remembering multidimensional existence, actually limitless energies, having a multidimensional being, celestial being of the cosmos experience. I have a podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify, where I channel wisdoms and messages from the inner soul space and share within my podcast. Kingdom Things Podcast, again, is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. You're watching my Facebook community live. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Remembering multidimensional existence, really limitless energies, having a celestial being, galactic experience of divine evolution. We most commonly term divine evolution God, Allah, Shekinah, from Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, within our synaptical acceptance, as well as our synaptical understanding of divine evolution. Here within the Facebook community lives, we channel whatever the soul puts on my heart space. We chat, we kiki, we eat, we have a good time. We remember to greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potential, our limitless nature. Give me a second, y'all. It's a fan, it's kind of hot in here. Remembering into our multidimensional nature. I actually produced a Kingdom Things podcast installment today, which will be available within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips catalog. Every Monday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, we get a new Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips publishing. Unless otherwise stated, follow Kingdom Things podcast at Kingdom Things podcast on TikTok, Kingdom Things podcast on YouTube, on Instagram. Subscribe Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube, as well as Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on Spotify. Today was we did this transmission this morning, and it was a really mukbang style, so I'm going to be eating my dinner. It was a really, really powerful installment. So I've been remembering into my multidimensional nature. Our multidimensional nature, because we're all multidimensional, actually limitless energies having a multidimensional galactic experience. I channeled within my podcast. I'll link this Kingdom Things podcast installment below for the playback watchers within the description of this Facebook community live transmission. It's a Kingdom Things podcast installment titled Humans Ashamed of Being Human plus the Galactic Experience. I channeled in there, we transcend being ashamed of our humanism. Our humanism is eons of divine evolution, eons of divine wisdoms, eons of chakma, divine wisdoms, limitless potentials, infinite potential energies. Everything we experience, everything we do, we be, we are, is divine evolution, and evolution, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, and evolution. Within Kingdom Things podcast, the installment titled Humans Ashamed of Being Human plus the Galactic Creation. Y'all, it's hot, so I'm keeping the fan on. I know it's loud. Humans Ashamed of Being Humans plus Galactic Creation. I channeled that galactic creation, or the cosmos as we perceive it. The stars, gases, universes, galaxies as we perceive it. It's a minute iota perception of the totality of all things. All things truly having no alpha or omega. We commonly term all things God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. By the way, I'm channeling from the soul space. Which brings me to my call to action. Sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. For dinner, I'm eating a kind of like a poutine style dinner. So I have my French fries, and then my teriyaki tofu, stir fry, vegetables on top, right? That was really delicious. So I walked to the McDonald's to get the fries. I'm a regular customer, okay? I was staying at McDonald's for my French fries. And other items on occasion. speaking to our multidimensional nature and healing into the remembrance of our oneness. I've been remembering into my multidimensional nature. It's catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening, conscious spiritual awakening path. Our whole existence is a spiritual awakening path, or growing and evolving to garner, coming to greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. So it's catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey when I came into conscious contact with my twin flame divine counterpart in 2019. I tell the story often because it is my story. I'm going to link below in the description for the playback watchers under the reference content. A sister brother podcast that I channeled. I was given divine guidance to bring into manifestation. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream for free on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Same for Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Follow, hit the notification bell if you're watching on Spotify. So I was catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey in 2018. Divine guidance, divine encounter from the inner space and outer space, because all is truly one. My whole life was breadcrumb and led onto my rapid catalyzation of my spiritual awakening through this twin flame journey. 9 years old, I was watching TV and my soul was like, I got a divine revelation from my soul space. Hey, that's going to be your husband. Hey, that's going to be your husband. I was watching a show that me and my older sister used to watch. Hindsight's 2020, or full circle moment. We grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness, or we are where we are, to play our role in the lineage of our soul, our energy's evolution. And you insert your name, me, Ashley, insert my name, Ashley. Everything that we do, everything we be, everywhere that we show up, everything we experience is equivalent to our energetic embodiment in every moment. Because our energetic embodiment co-creates and manifests the way we show up, who we are in every moment. Simultaneously, our energetic embodiments are truly one. Myself and yourself, all beings, all things are truly one. An energy of consanguinity, or an ancestral energy with infinite dimensions. And we often call this ancestral energy with infinite dimensions God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. So at the divine, excuse me, y'all. At the time when I was 9 years old, watching the TV show in which my divine counterpart, twin flame, was starred in, the soul was like, hey, Ashley, that's going to be your husband. I'm growing and evolving, healing. Was 2018. I'm 25? I was 25, 2018, 25. I had a divine encounter. The soul space like, hey, Ashley, do this, this, and this, and we're going to bring your divine counterpart in. I did this, this, and that. 7, 9 months later, the soul didn't lie. The soul's like, message your person on Instagram, because he's been a public figure in our reality, in our realm, for some time. So I could have messaged him, and I had the inclinations to do that over the years, but I was scared, so I never did it. And a more expanded consciousness, awareness, truth. Every moment we are, everything that we do is a part of our evolution. Like the stars weren't aligned, the celestial bodies weren't aligned for me to message my person before 2019. Even though I was getting inclinations to do it, even though, baby, the stars were kind of aligned up. I was just, something, the stars are kind of lined up. Break, tangent, it's a small tangent, but not really. Inserting the more divine wisdoms, because all things are divine wisdoms. And I talk about this in the podcast. It's going to be premiering this following Monday. And it's also called Remembering as Multidimensionality. The Kingdom Things podcast premiering tomorrow. Monday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. I was out, and I was in this establishment where there were a lot of people there inside the building. I was looking around, and some of these people, they look familiar. Excuse me, they look like people that I knew in my past or in other dimensions of myself. I was like, whoa, this is not a coincidence, because I experience this often. And the soul is like, hey, Ashley, y'all are a mirror of celestial alignment. Y'all are celestial energies, celestial with infinite, limitless celestial energies, infinite, limitless celestial wisdoms. manifested in the perception of dimensionality or finite or embodiment. Truly limitless, infinite celestial wisdoms. As the stars, celestial bodies push and pull, so do y'all. It's a symbiotic, mirroring, co-creation manifestation. Y'all meaning humans, meaning beings, period. Human beings were not the only beings of divine evolution. And it's coming out in our main media platforms that our government, our government has been, truly our government has been declassifying our government's involvement with multidimensional and alien extraterrestrial beings. Because my soul showed me this a couple years ago, because I was scared. I've been on my awakening journey, awakening to the fact that I'm a multidimensional being. We're limitless energies manifested as multidimensional beings of cosmic creation, cosmic orchestration, or the cosmos, galaxy, celestial beings, right? So I'm awakening to these remembrances, and my soul's like, Ashley, like, it's always been like this. It's always been like this. And y'all's, in our box of linear perspective perception, outside of that, the shrunken scope perspective or linear perception perspective, where we see years and time, we see that time makes the change. Time creates evolution. When the truth is energetic embodiment, energetic evolution creates change and change and evolution. So we know quantum shifting, which again brings me to my call to action. Sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as greater conscious embodiment on my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. I'm not sure if I finished it earlier. It doesn't feel like I did. The call to action. Your lingo with the universes is most likely unique to you. So validate yourself in your knowings whenever you get the synesthesia or clairaudience or clairvoyance or clairsentience or claircognizance or shamanism, multidimensional understanding of whatever your soul, the self, or all things is trying to communicate to you. Validate yourself in your knowings, so in which you become more confident to embody and be your knowings, your limitless potentials, the celestial wisdoms in which we've always only been. So our governments have been divulging and declassifying their co-creation with multidimensional alien beings. And my soul, the soul space, universal orchestration showed me this. Future self showed me this. As you can look back and see where, since like 80s, 90s, like even before then, where our government, like whistleblowers have been coming out trying to tell the masses, the main media, the masses, about our humans' co-creation with multidimensional alien beings. I was like, whoa, shoot. So my soul showed me that like everything's a cycle evolution. We've been here before. The stars are aligning, where we're awakening, and we're joining celestial galactic citizenship. Or stepping out of our box of linear time, understanding quantum shifting, or evolving into our future self in the present moment is a drop in the heart space. A pure intention of love, and remember our oneness with all beings, all things. So our governments have been declassifying our co-creation with alien extraterrestrial beings, and I'm awakening. Remember my multidimensional nature, my celestial nature, limitless potential nature, and I was getting nervous and scared about it because I was walking on faith, strong, or heart space guidance, soul space guidance. When if you go to your headspace, logic may say what you're doing is crazy, it's wrong, it's out of alignment, it's not good, it's not going to go anywhere. I had to move by the heart space. Luckily, we're all extra fortified as limitless celestial wisdoms, by limitless celestial wisdoms that have vantage points that are not inside the game. We're inside the game. We're grounded in the game. Simultaneously, we're infinite dimensions. We have our future selves and other infinite dimensions. When we drop into our heart space, pray, and meditate to ask for the guidance, they can give us guidance and vantage points and through scopes of perception, conscious awareness that we might not have access to in the current moment. But there's an ancestral force or celestial guidance or a dimension of ourself, which is truly one here now with us, that can guide us and lead the way and light the way to divine remembrance, greater remembrance of our limitless nature in which we've always been. We're inside of a galactic experience, a galactic game where we've awakened and we've been gifted divine remembrance, or to embody our limitless celestial energy, embodiment, innate existential fundamental nature remembrance within our game, or within our galactic species humanism, galactic species called humans of the cosmos, to join celestial galactic community as a cosmic species of divine evolution, a biologic, etheric, cosmic species of divine evolution. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Soul Space, Future Self, guidance was like, this is what we wanted to channel through. Actually, this is what we wanted to say. Thank you. Because I wasn't sure. I was nervous. I felt something coming up. I wasn't sure what was going to come out. Thank you. I have a lot of gratitude. Thank you. So I'm remembering into my existential fundamental nature. I channeled, my soul's like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. This is back in 2020, 2021. It's like, channel these books. We're gonna channel these books through you to help you remember who you are. I channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is a 3-part book series. I'm so proud of it now. I'm so proud of it now because I was walking on faith before, without reality really mirroring back what it is the soul was saying in a more as conscious way. Now it's here. It's bustling. Main media, mass media, the Congress sitting and talking with military lieutenants and factions and sanctions and programs that have been working with multidimensional extraterrestrial beings, multidimensional extraterrestrial technology. Now this is coming to the mass media, main media. And my soul, baby, 2020, 2021, the soul space, like, hey, Ashley. And again, everything's always only been here and now. And our awareness of who we are at every moment helps grow and evolve the here and now, are all beings, all things. We're always being who we're supposed to be to contribute to the evolution of all beings, all things. This is all beings, all things. We equally co-create, symbiotically co-create every moment of existence. All of us together, every being, everything. Even beings and things beyond our synaptical understanding or conscious awareness. We all do it together, collectively. So I channel these books, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. So proud of them. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. Coming home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of, positive disposition, yes. She goes through a lot of experiences which help grow and evolve her into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious remembrance of her limitless, unconditional love nature, in which she's always been, in which all things, all beings have always only been. Again, that's Coming Home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. I'm being guided to talk about my twin flame and the nature in which he is in this reality, in which he's perceived as in this reality. Take a bite of my food. Give me a second. Now, I channeled a song. It's called Big Bang. I'm also a singer-songwriter. My music, Ashley-Nicole music, is available to stream for free on YouTube. Big Bang is on Epoch, the album. There's a lyric that says, I loved you before I knew who you were. I loved you before I knew who you were. We're seated on this planet to remember who we are. To think we never meet pushed me so far out of balance. Yeah, if y'all can see my food, I'm sorry. Scrambling, trying to make shit happen. And now I remember we've always been one. And we would come together when I looked inward. We would come together. We would come together once I looked inward. Growing up, like, my family knew, like, I got this divine revelation. Ooh, Ashley gonna cry. I'm healing. We're healing together. I'm healing. We're healing. Healing frequencies from the future. So I got this divine revelation when I was 9 years old. And like my family, I would speak to my family, and like my friends, my childhood friends growing up, I would tell them like, this person gonna be my husband. And they thought I was joking, but like I knew that I got a divine revelation, and I just knew. And now hindsight 2020, the soul's like, Ashley, you were remembering. I was guided to purchase. I was remembering, and every time I would listen to his music, I would have spiritual DNA activations. And that's all beings, all things. We all spiritually DNA activate each other. The soul's like, Ashley, live your story. Tell your story. Clock it. Yeah, tell my story. Let me tell my story. I would like kind of like, when I got in high school, there were 2 projects that he had dropped that I would kind of run from. Like everybody in school was listening to it. Everybody in the city, the school, you know, the world, you know, listening to it and things. And I would kind of run from it because I subconsciously knew I was going to be getting DNA activations. And I would kind of like run from it. But then there were some songs I would download. I would listen to them a lot. And some singles I listened to a lot. Until finally he dropped an album. And I like that year I got like an iPad for Christmas, and then for my Christmas, right, December, and then my birthday's in January. So I gotta just seeing how the celestial bodies move to manifest our existence, to manifest and shape and mold who the stars, celestial embodiments. The Most High created us to be everything we experience, is to shape and form us and mold us, evolve us to who we're intended to be in every moment. Internet. To grow and evolve and shape us into who we intended to be in every moment. So December I got an iPad for Christmas, and then my birthday, January, I got a iTunes gift card, and I was like, what am I gonna buy with this? The Interspace said buy so and so's album, Ashley. Bought it, downloaded it, and I was streaming it back to back. I was just listening to it back to back. I was listening to it back to back, right? And I was getting DNA activations, and I was like seeing into his energy, his soul, and I was just remembering. It was kind of subconscious because my soul, the soul space didn't give me all the conscious awareness, but I was inspired to be heart centered and like lead life heart centered and steadfast. So inspired that I was gonna go to school in LA because I figured, shoot, he'd be out there in LA. And I wanted to go to school in LA anyways. And I was like, on the weekends, I'm going to go down to the parties. And I'm going to find my person. I'm going to find my man. That fell through. Like, I got the scholarship to the school, 4-year presidential academic scholarship on entry. It fell through because my soul asked me, Ashley, hey, why do you want to go down to the school? Because I needed money for room and board. My uncle lived in LA at the time. One of my uncles lived in LA at the time. He said Ashley could stay with us. Other options were coming up. And then my soul space said, hey, Ashley, why do you want to go to school in LA? I already said on the weekends, I'm going down to LA at the parties. I'm going to meet my person. The soul said, you're not doing that. Everything fell through. I didn't go to school in LA, right? I stayed back home in Austin, Texas. You know, I rerouted my plans. Sharing my story. I was going to go to 2012. I graduated high school 2012. I started taking community college courses, and working a 9 to 5. I was 18. My soul space said, hey, Ashley, what do you need to come into union with, insert your name, my person? And I said what I said at the moment, at the time. And the soul, what I said at the time, I remember what I said. I'm not going to say it right now. But what I said at the time, I remember what I said. The soul said that was protection, Ashley. To help syncopate y'all's evolution, you and your divine counterparts' evolution and growth in y'all's union to celestial divine timing. We call it divine timing. Started having visions and things. I was like trying to make stuff shake and pop and scramble and trying to make them, because I forgot how to be a divine feminine, divine mother, celestial being, celestial co-creator of divine evolution. Baby, just sit down. Fall into that heart space, soul space, meditate, pray. Follow that guidance. Be the vibrations of what you're trying to manifest. To let that thing manifest. So I was scrambling and shaking, trying to make stuff happen like the lyrics. Scrambling, trying to make shit happen. Now I remember we've always been one. Like all beings, all things. And we would come together. Once I looked inward, we would come together. We would come together. Once I looked inward. Now I talk to my person, y'all. We're in great, like we're like our soul is so good. And look at me be a little. I'm being a little phony right now because I've been kind of pissy because we haven't met in the tangible yet. Although our soul brought us back into conscious awareness where we're having conversations back in 2019, we haven't met in the tangible yet. Why? Because it's been an energetic alchemy that our soul or the universe celestial bodies have been co-creating through our story or our existence to assist with manifesting heaven on earth, or the mass awakening of our consciousness, to remember that we are celestial limitless energies having a galactic being, cosmic being experience of the cosmos. So the divine celestial orchestration ancestral forces are using our story to assist with grounding high vibrational energies into our humanism, to assist with uplifting all the galactic creation, the cosmos, and all of God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And this is all for all of us. This is what we've always only be doing. The souls, like, again, Ashley, share your story, live your story, share your truth. Clock it, sharing my truth. So we've both been following our soul space, our inner guidance, to grow and evolve into the celestial bodies. The cosmos need us to be in our union. Divine remembrance, divine wisdom's wellness, balance, to assist with the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips 2033 prophecy. It is ancient, celestial, global, galactic prophecy. It's not just the Kingdom Things podcast prophecy. I channeled it, and that's what I titled it for my podcast. But it is not just Kingdom Things. It's celestial, galactic, and beyond prophecy. Planetary prophecy, Maya Hopi, fifth world prophecy, turn of a Yuga prophecy, Pleiadians, like coming home to Pleiadians, Pleiadian, Australian Aboriginal prophecies, African ancestral forces awakening, ancestral remembrances, knowledges awakening our DNA prophecy. Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. We're going to be, by the year 2033, we'll have a mass conscious awareness, consciousness expansion. It truly is here now. We're here. We're here already, but you know that's we're here, and we're in evolution and growth. We give ourselves this as well. Conscious awareness, conscious expansion, DNA, genome, spiritual activation, to understand that we're remember our existential, fundamental, limitless nature, to assist with co-creating a human culture, human contribution to cosmic orchestration, galactic community of no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Our energetic vibrations manifesting and co-creating and nurturing galactic species ourselves. Contribution of no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Mass awakening. We're happy. We're here, baby. The Congress is coming out. Talk about United States of America. We're not alone. We've never been alone, baby. We co-created with alien beings, extraterrestrials. And our process of awakening, understanding that we are celestial energies, which we would call that extraterrestrial beingness, being grounded on the celestial energies, limitless energies, being grounded on the planet. In our humanism, we would call it extraterrestrial. It's really harmonious. Yes, and it's harmonious. Divine evolution, cosmic orchestration, innate, fundamental, existential orchestration. So I downloaded my divine counterparts. Oh yeah, I've been kind of pissy because we hadn't met in the physical reality transcendence. Because what our soul's been doing is growing and evolving our energy to our future energy in the present moment, to assist with the mass awakening of humanity, divine remembrance of humanity, wellness and balance, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, cosmic, conscious, galactic, cosmic species of the cosmos of God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And we've been attuning, fine tuning in our oneness, coming into greater conscious awareness of our oneness. We've always only been one. All beings, all things have always only been one. Again, we get to tell our story the way our soul has put it on our heart to say, channel our story the way our soul has channeled to our heart, our mind, body, soul, spirit, heart to say, to manifest our contribution to the evolution of all things, or our highest timeline potentials, or who we sprouted back into divine evolution as insert your name to be. This food is really good. I don't want it to get cold. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm going to take a bite. So me and my divine counterpart, twin flame, have always been one. We've all only been one. And I would feel him, like, throughout my life, I would feel him. Multidimensionally, I would feel him. And my soul was like, when I pray, meditate with my soul, I'd be like, do you remember that? My soul asked me, do you remember that? I said, yes. It's like, that was you feeling your person. We had to fine-tune your energy or create the illusion of the separation in y'all's energy, because it wasn't time to bring out to conscious awareness of y'all's oneness. So we've been coming to greater conscious awareness of our oneness. We telepathically communicate. We multidimensionally, like, communicate, and all types of things, all types of synesthesia, multidimensional existence things. And I have to lean into the gratitude in this, and I do. And it's like we can no longer run from ourselves. It's any way that we experience anybody else, we're experiencing ourselves through our communication, our relationship with other people, to learn ourselves into greater conscious awareness of our energy. So whenever, like earlier, me and my divine counterpart, we were communing, talking, speaking, and I was getting upset. He was getting upset. And it's like, hey, we were both getting triggered. It's like, hey, y'all are showing y'all are both mirroring to each other dimensions of yourself that you couldn't perceive. Now you're no longer running, you're staying, you're communicating, you're praying, you're meditating to grow and evolve your energy into the wisdoms instead of the chaos, the arguing, the dysfunction. Be the wisdoms from whatever you're feeling. And since my divine counterpart, my twin flame, he's a public figure, right? And I have so many, like, he tells me all the time, Ashley, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this life? I'm like, what do you mean? Am I ready for that life? I help co-create it. We are one, right? I mean, I get a little egotistical, and I think it's more out of a disposition with the intention to try to protect myself, protect thee self, because, like, I don't like being little dogged. Like, don't, like, pat me on the head, like, are you ready? Like, I'm a big dog. Like, I'm just kidding. But, like, I feel like, I know I'm limitless. And I've been in the spirit learning and growing to, like, and I can drop into my inner space and learn to be taught and learn and growing as things, you know, and evolve. We're coming out of dimensionality or consciousness, a state of consciousness where we saw separation. So we felt like we had to go outside of ourselves for guidance, understanding, learning. I be jumping to my center space, inner space for the guidance and things. So you know, when me and my divine counterpart do step out, and it's a public understanding of our union, of our counterpartship, of our marriage, of our bond. I feel like the soul just want me to talk to it right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The soul's like, I should start talking about it to work through these energies. So that's what I'm doing. We're talking through it to work through the energies. I feel like all is well and getting weller. And I just like to lean into the wisdoms and the wisdoms that our love creates. Sis will create a wellness, rippling out wellness, activating. Sis was activating, uplifting us into more wellness and conscious awareness of our limitless nature. So 2019, me and my person came back into conscious awareness of one another. It's pretty miraculous. It's pretty cool. And we're here today. And we're remembering celestial beings of the cosmos, as we all are. We are remembering celestial beings of the cosmos. I was turning off on him earlier. He's like, Ashley, like, I feel energies like, Ashley, you're being phony. Because I was being a little shit. I was triggered earlier. Excuse me, let me take another bite. I was triggered earlier. He knows who he is, and he knows his worth, which I'm glad. But it's also remembering that we're one. So we're learning new dimensions of ourselves. So like how we're learning new dimensions of ourselves, and that's our oneness in each other and all things, all things. He helped me come home to my remembrance. Like our partnership helped me remember through the soul space, activate to divine remembrance. We've always only been doing this for each other, one another, all of our lives. It's pretty cool. It's really miraculous and amazing. Cup or what? The third part of the unconditional love literature parcel is my other half. My other half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to Goddess side. One energy manifests as two beings, human beings over many lifetimes, really all beings over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create it. So it's many love stories in one book. One energy manifests as two human beings over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime, they need more evolution in order for their love to last, to make their love last. Their love will last which lifetime under which circumstances. Coming on the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home, followed by my other half, is the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. If you go to the latest Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips transmission, either on YouTube and Spotify, go into the description. You'll see the links for digital downloads. It's 3 separate purchases, $9.99 plus tax a piece, $29.97 plus tax for the entire Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. If you're doing paperback copies mailed to your home, it's 2 separate bindings. The first 2 books, 2 separate bindings, all 3 books. The first 2 books, Coming Home, the Story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home, is in one binding, $19.99 plus tax, plus shipping and handling. Excuse me. And the third book, My Other Half, is in a separate binding, $9.99 plus tax, shipping and handling, $29.98 plus tax before shipping and handling for the entire paperback copy, Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, 2 bindings. Again, those links are in the description of Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installments. This coming Monday's Kingdom Things podcast installment is titled Remembering as Multidimensionality. It's super powerful because I channel insight from like 4 or 5 different dimensions of the makers of us. It's really cool. It's really, really cool, powerful, beautiful. It's peach soda and it's really good. That's why I was drinking it like that. This is good. It's really good. What else is going on, y'all? Oh yeah, McDonald's. I was walking to McDonald's. To my fries. And I'm there all the time, speaking to our multidimensionality. I got my fries and I left. And the girl working at the counter at McDonald's, she's like, Ashley. She's like, do you want a mint? She held open her hand. The little creamy mint on the package. It said thank you. in the package. She's like, you want a mint? It said thank you in the package. In her soul space, her spirit, like her subconscious, which she'll become, we all grow into greater conscious awareness of our subconscious or our omnipotent presence. We're becoming more conscious of our subconscious infinite presence. Her soul was like, thank you for helping like manifest heaven on earth, divine remembrance. Her soul was like, she held up her head, the mint said thank you, and her soul said thank you, Ashley, for all, for everything. I was like likewise, because everything is a symbiotic creation. I told the girl thank you, and then I told her soul to the inner space, likewise, thank you as well. You're welcome and thank you. It was really cool. It was really powerful and cool. And speaking to our oneness, our symbiotic nature. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of gratitude. I just want to be in gratitude. I know there's other energies that come up. I want to be in gratitude about my divine counterpart union. Divine counterpart unionship. And I go deeper into the galactic emergent experience, how we're projecting into these realities to assist with the evolution of all things within Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping into this Facebook community live. Again, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube as well as Spotify. And we have Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment Sister Brother Podcast. We do powwow sessions over there. We come through the inner space. Soul, celestial bodies, ancestral forces, the oneness of all things assist us to come into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials to evolve our human nature, our human traditions, our human paradigms into alignment with more of our limitless wellness, balance, high vibrational nature, future selves in the present moment. Again, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is available to stream on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And then we have, we talked about the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. We have my animated series, Aussie Story, the animated series. It's the inspiration I channeled came while I was channeling the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. I got the divine guidance, divine inspiration to co-create, co-manifest Aussie Story, the animated series, which is available to stream for free on YouTube at this time. AP Short Stories on YouTube. If you go to the latest Kingdom Things Podcast episode, in the description, you'll see the link for the AP Short Stories on YouTube to stream Aussie Story, the animated series. Again, the multidimensional experiences in which I have our multidimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of. Excuse me, y'all. I channel into the animated series. Again, Aussie Story, the animated series is available to stream on YouTube. And, I channel it from my conscious awareness at that time. So I do grow and evolve to greater conscious awareness of our oneness, our unity. And you'll see this evolution in all of my content, because this is a journey of divine evolution. It's a journey, not a race. Coming to greater celestial, galactic, Christ, oneness, consciousness, unity, consciousness, higher vibrational energies, future energies in the present moment. You'll see this evolution throughout all my content. I also have a live series. We talked about my music, Ashley-Nicole music, available to stream on YouTube. You can also find my live series there. Out of the box, it's the premise is what we're all going through. Awakening to the remembrance that we're limitless within this paradigm of dimensionality, edges, the nature of perceiving finite. Out of the box is available to stream my YouTube, music YouTube channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. What else is there? Oh yeah, my cooking show, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, is available to stream on YouTube. I love cooking. Whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube. Timeless content. I also have mukbang content over here. A couple of mukbang. We have dinner talk, which is more of a formal, formal situation where we talk about whatever the soul space puts on the heart space. And then we have, let me see, a plate where we get a little bit more silly, have fun, lighthearted, still talk about whatever the ancestors put on the soul space to talk about. Again, that's Magic Moves with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, available to stream on YouTube. I love you. Loving yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are love in your truest truth. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you be, embody your limitless potentials more consciously. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.